Tzu Chi volunteers who are helping refugees in Serbia also lend their assistance to flood victims. Jing Si portable beds are delivered to the Sanzhi District Office in preparation for future emergencies. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Dennis Wu. Thank you for joining us. Starting off today's program in Serbia, heavy rain caused flooding in several central municipalities in early March, causing extensive damage. Tzu Chi volunteers who have been helping refugees in Sid have also dispatched a team to survey the damage in Lučani, which is one of the affected cities, to see how they can be of assistance.
The floodwaters had once risen to the roof of this house. In addition, this valley community had also been submerged in water. Here in Lučani of central Serbia, a total of 80 families are in desperate need following a flood caused by heavy rain in early March. On March 21st, 7 Tzu Chi volunteers drove for 4 hours from Sid to Lučani. They hope to assess the damage there with the assistance of the city government. Once there, the volunteers first explained to the mayor that Tzu Chi is a charity organization from Taiwan that is currently carrying out refugee relief in Sid. Then the city government officials also briefed the volunteers on the extent of flood damage before taking them to survey the affected areas. Although the floodwaters have since receded, many houses are no longer inhabitable. Therefore, the volunteers will plan further assistance once they have a complete picture of the situation.
It is estimated that currently there are 1.2 million Syrian refugees in Jordan. Since many charity organizations have stopped providing medical aid, the refugees have no access to medical assistance. To meet their needs, local Tzu Chi volunteers have organized another free clinic on their behalf. Let's take a look.
With the Tzu Chi poster hanging at the entrance, volunteer Chen Qiuhua's house has been turned into a free clinic venue for refugees. After the volunteers set up the medical equipment, the living room and bedroom are turned into dental and internal medicine clinics. Some refugees who have never been to dental clinics tense up seeing the equipment. Thankfully, the volunteers are there to ease their minds. Dr. Hala, a Catholic Iraqi refugee who had received Tzu Chi's assistance, has also come to serve. Many refugees have lost their access to medical aid since other charity organizations have stopped providing medical assistance. Therefore, the Tzu Chi Free Clinic has brought needed help to these refugees in foreign land. At the free clinic, volunteers even help babysit a child as his mother is being treated. With such love and care, Tzu Chi volunteers are helping the refugees find the strength to stay strong in this foreign country.
Over in Indonesia, the Tzu Chi International Medical Association once again partnered with the Indonesian military to hold a free clinic in Cianjur of West Java to help the poor with their health problems.
Enjoying a long working relationship together, team members and the Indonesian military held a free clinic in West Java's Cianjur to help the poor. In total, 876 residents were able to get their health checked. Among them, 337 patients received surgery.
My
vision started to go, and someone had pointed out to me that my eye was turning white. It was later that I realized I had cataracts. A year went by and I finally got the news that I could receive surgery to help my problem. I was so excited. I'm very grateful for Tzu Chi's friendly, polite, and passionate service. The volunteers were very good to me. They even comforted me and told me not to be afraid. I'm absolutely thankful to the Tzu Chi Foundation for helping me.
Not only were cataract patients able to receive surgery on site, but those who suffer cleft palates, hernia, or even benign tumors were able to receive treatment.
We need to educate the people more so that they can take better care of themselves, especially their eyes. Most of the patients here suffer from eye problems, especially cataracts.
The free clinic was hosted by both Tzu Chi and the Indonesian military, making up a team of 35 medical personnel providing the most comprehensive service.
Saya tetap senang aja.
I am filled with joy and am not tired at all, although the patients are sitting down, but I'm sure they're more tired than the medical personnel while waiting to be seen, so I don't feel tired at all.
On behalf of the county government and the people, I'm grateful that this free clinic was able to take place here in Changyou, as there are many, many impoverished residents that continue to need Tzu Chi's assistance.
Bringing love to medically deprived areas of Indonesia, the military and Tzu Chi continue to safeguard local residents' health in the days to come.
Back in Taiwan's New Taipei City, TIMA continues its bi-monthly free clinic in Gongliao, which means a lot to the seniors and other residents of this remote region. Let's join the most recent event.
TIMA members travel to these remote areas in New Taipei City to hold a free clinic. Hearing about it, Lina Zhong, who was hit by a scooter the day before, comes to the free clinic.
I couldn't get up yesterday. If I wanted to sit, I had to use my hands to support myself.
The elderly keeps saying he'll die. The doctor examines him and is certain the injury didn't hurt his bones and prescribes medications to treat him. The doctor tries to ease his worry.
The accident perhaps hurt your periosteum, but your bones aren't broken, so don't worry.
Lina Zhong's wife, Lin Wuran, suffers from rheumatoid arthritis.
落雨天的时阵，敢会搁较酸，搁较痛。
哦，无啦，
变袂吼，变天会痛袂？骹头无？
哎呀，
会哦，会吼
痛，
真痛吼。
Mrs. Lin is hard of hearing, so communicating with her is more difficult than treating her illness.
你是食？
食到挂入去啊！
你是拢食一粒一粒小？
啊，
食一粒小？
是啊，
无我讲你，爱困药是食一粒小？
哎呀，
食一粒哦。
如果有更多的人力，或有更多的师兄师姐，或者是医师同道。
If more volunteers or doctors are willing to join us and offer their little time for the patients here, it can help them move forward.
跟得上我们的医生节奏。哇，好棒好棒。
后三。
The elderly in this remote Gongliao are fortunate to receive medical assistance of TIMA members, so they can live with dignity and good health.
Staying in New Taipei City, Tzu Chi stem cell registry would not be so successful without the assistance of its bone marrow donation support group. To make sure the members of the group stay up to date on the latest medical knowledge related to stem cell donation, an international certification training was recently held in Luzhou.
To better persuade people to participate in its stem cell registry, the Tzu Chi Foundation held an international certification training for some 700 volunteers at the Luzhou Jing Si Hall.
觉得很有意义啊。
This is really meaningful work. By learning new knowledge, I can share it with more people so they know that we can save others with our stem cells.
It's wonderful to learn new knowledge and stay up to date. This will help with our work.
Besides speeches given by professionals, a footage that strengthens medical knowledge was also shown. This will greatly assist these volunteers as they talk to others about becoming a donor.
Over in Suzhou, China, the number of migrant workers' children is growing rapidly. As a result, there are now more of them at local elementary schools than local children. Thus, the Tzu Chi Foundation will spend 3 to 6 months to give 13,900 of these students at 10 schools in Suzhou an eye and dental exam.
In Suzhou, the free health screening begins with the cheer of the children. Tzu Chi is holding this event with Suzhou Municipal Education Bureau to safeguard the health of migrant workers' children.
Today's health screening is more than a checkup. I hope people can actually feel the love and care of society at large.
You will see clearly if you take good care of your eyes. Then what happens to your learning? You will be great learners. By taking care of your teeth, you can chew food well.
There are more than 400 children divided into 4 teams to see the uncle and auntie doctors.
好好刷牙啊，新长出来的牙一定要保护好了啊。
The medical volunteers also teach the children as they check their teeth.
一定几次检查牙齿？ 第一次哈啊，那刚刚检查牙齿之前会不会很害怕？不会啊。那检查的时候会不会痛？不会啊。那有没有感觉到我们的那个医生阿姨很温柔、很仔细的帮你检查？有哦。
In addition, many children get their eyesight checked for the first time.
Their eyes and teeth are still growing, so I think it is very helpful to check them.
上人啊，他对于民工。
The master cares about migrant workers and hope we take good care of those who have moved to work in Suzhou. Their children especially needs our care.
Planting seeds of love in the children, Tzu Chi volunteers in eastern China are working with one mind to safeguard the health of migrant workers' children.
In today's look at the Tzu Chi 50th anniversary series, we learn about the charity's popular Jing Si aphorisms, literally meaning still thoughts. These words of wisdom are very easy to understand and carry no religious connotations. Thus, they have been inspiring people of all ethnicity, religion, and nationality. We now tell you how it all started.
连死都不怕的人，那你觉得死了有意义吗？
Tang Lan of Guangdong, China once thought about ending it all, but one sentence saved her from the pit of despair.
境不转，心转。
By adjusting your mindset according to circumstances brings about blessings. After I heard this Jing Si aphorism, I thought, since I can't change the situation, at least I can change myself.
先改变我的心情。
Such simple words can have such a profound impact on people. Over 2 decades ago, Taiwan was enjoying never-before financial prosperity. As people got richer and richer, their heart and mind became emptier. Something was needed to keep the citizens grounded.
At the time, martial law had just been lifted. While people finally enjoyed the freedom of the press, it seemed their level was dropping.
In 1989, the then publisher of the China Times Evening Edition, Gao Xinjiang, visited Master Zeng Yan to talk about a book project. With the help of volunteer He Guoqin and editing of the then reporter Hong Suzhen, words spoken by the master was categorized and published.
近似语这3个字之一。近似 aphorisms are really words that have been said by the master, which illuminate our way in life.
The publishing of the book brought about a quiet revolution of the spirit.
The master is driven by her philosophy, conviction, and compassion for all. What she has said, she follows through by taking action. This further empowers these aphorisms.
In 2001, the September 11th attacks in the United States shocked the whole world. To pacify hatred and animosity, Tzu Chi volunteers began promoting a daily act of goodness for every person. As the campaign took off all across the world, it later transformed into saying good words. The movement was well received by the public. Slowly, Jing Si aphorisms can be seen everywhere.
待人退一步，爱人宽一寸。
有力量去爱人啊，是悲哀人，拢是幸福的人。
These simple words of wisdom can even be understood by young students and help instill proper values in them.
老师用近似语来。近似 aphorisms are excellent for the children's character education.
The simple and straightforward words carry no religious connotations. With the literal meaning of still thoughts, they stimulate people's mind.
These words of wisdom don't lose their meaning because of the difference in language, religion, race, and nationality.
A district judge in Taichung, the Honorable Guo Dejing, often quotes Jing Si aphorism to bring peace to the two opposing sides when making judgment.
Jing Si aphorisms have a profound effect on convicts and those who are guilty of a crime. So I will always quote this line in my court order, which has been well received.
Even in the United States, where the Western culture greatly differs from that of Taiwan, Jing Si aphorisms can inspire inmates just the same.
Many inmates have repented as a result. Many have written letters to thank us and vow to become a better person.
Now, Jing Si aphorisms are available in 18 different languages, with more than 4 million copies of the booklets sold worldwide. Purifying mind and spirit helps promote peace and harmony in society, penetrating the defenses of the human heart. These words of wisdom quietly transform people's thoughts and action. After the collapse of Tainan's Weiguan apartment complex due to the February 6th earthquake, the survivors lost almost everything, but Tzu Chi volunteers were there to look after their needs. Volunteers recently learned that one survivor, Ms. Xu, has found a new place to call home, and thus brought her a warm meal to celebrate the occasion. They also helped the family pick up suitable second-hand furniture at a recycling station.
This is the new home of Miss Xu Biqi, a survivor who lost her home in the Weiguan apartment complex collapse in Tainan. Today, Tzu Chi volunteers make a visit to share blessings over a home-cooked meal.
Here's a gift to help you get settled in. There are chopsticks here and soup spoons.
Right now, the interior of the home is empty. There is only a simple table and a long wicker chair, but volunteers have come bearing gifts. After being rescued from the collapsed building, this family was left without a home. As they now start the next chapter of their lives, they can't forget the love and care that Tzu Chi has extended to them.
After being rescued and actually coming out of the building, the first thing I saw were Tzu Chi volunteers. They saw me in just my underwear and knew I was cold. They immediately gave me something to cover myself.
Without chairs, the volunteers and family share a warm meal as they stand. This is the first time they have enjoyed a home-cooked meal as a family since the earthquake struck.
We'll continue to come check up on her and make sure she's doing all right. Since the earthquake, she hasn't been able to sleep alone. She insists on her son accompanying her. It feels just like a family reunion. I'm really so grateful for everyone's help.
Volunteers also accompanied the family to the nearby Tzu Chi recycling station, where the family was able to choose some suitable home furnishings from among second-hand furniture donated to the station. After volunteers helped transport the furniture back to their place, the new house feels a bit more like home.
Each time a typhoon hits the Sanzhi area of New Taipei City, local residents must evacuate to emergency shelters, such as the one at the local district office. However, Tzu Chi volunteers found out that when staying at the district office's shelter, the residents could only sleep on the floor. Thus, they brought over some Jing Si folding beds in preparation for the future.
Unloading the Jing Si folding beds one by one, Tzu Chi volunteers have brought them today to help residents living in Shanzhi in case of a future emergency.
When typhoons or mudslides occur in the area, we evacuate local residents to safety. The fifth-floor auditorium is the largest, and where we usually place them. In the past, we would just spread foam mattresses on the floor for them to sleep on.
Sanzhi District is marked as a potential landslide zone. Thus, when typhoons hit the area, residents must evacuate to safer grounds. To help the residents sleep better at night, volunteers brought 30 Jing Si folding beds for the district office to use.
When staying here, the residents could only sleep on the floor, although there are foam mattresses to cushion, but that's not too comfortable. We contacted the district office to see about their needs and brought over 30 Jing Si folding beds to help.
Thoroughly explaining how best to use the bed and what maximum weight it can carry, the volunteers hope that even in times of disaster, local residents can still get a good night's rest on a proper bed.
In Taiwan, Tzu Chi volunteers have been caring for a family in Sanchong. When the care recipient, Mr. Lin, was about to take up training to become a Tzu Chi volunteer to pay the love forward. His family was diagnosed with kidney disease. Therefore, the family once again fell into despair and had to turn to Tzu Chi for help.
Mr. Lin's wife is sick, otherwise he wouldn't want to trouble so many volunteers to help them.
Because my wife has a kidney disease, she needs to undergo peritoneal dialysis. The wound has to be cleaned thoroughly, or she will contract peritonitis.
Mr. and Mrs. Lin started to receive help from Tzu Chi since 2007, and both of them also had been volunteering at Tzu Chi Sanchong grounds. When Mr. Lin decided to become a Tzu Chi volunteer, his wife suddenly developed the kidney disease. Since then, their home has been left uncared for, and it is unsanitary. Therefore, Mr. Lin has asked Tzu Chi for help again.
We just do as much as we can. We do it happily as we can help other people. We enjoy doing it.
33 volunteers take actions to support the Lin family, in hopes that after they regain their health, they can join the volunteers to help other less fortunate people.
Because people living in remote regions of Gansu, China, must walk for miles to fetch water. To learn to cherish natural resources, children of the Butterworth Tzu Chi Kindergarten in Malaysia also try to carry water barefoot. The very realistic experience left a lasting impression on these young kindergartners' mind.
Under the scorching sun, the children walk on hot roads barefoot, carrying buckets of water. The children have to endure feet pain and the heavy weight, reaching for their destinations. But some of them just want to give up without trying.
可以的，平真。你可以做得到的。可以的，可以的。其他小朋友也做得到的。可以的，加油。
These children overcame the difficulties with the teacher's encouragement.
刚才怎样？放太多水。然后？就很脏。可是没有放太多水，你有水用吗？没有。然后你觉得水重要吗？我刚才你没有去挑水，有水用吗？你觉得我们幸福吗？幸福。
Children then put the water into a 500cc plastic bottle, which is what each person will use for the day. With this limited amount, they use water very sparingly. After participating in this experiment, the children have learned to cherish every drop of water.
The recycling station of Tzu Chi Neihu grounds also serves as an education center that passes on useful conservation knowledge. Recently, children from the Tzu Sao class in Luzhou, New Taipei City, visited the center with their parents so they may do their part for the planet. We leave you with these images. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.